Good morning, Harry Shorter here, Hogwarts' finest, coming to you with your Week 6 Outdoor Learning Challenge. Now, how was I able to fly, you might ask? How was I able to play Quidditch, you might ask? Magic, magic, magic. It's all down to a potion I concocted, called Toenails Distances. Just one glove of this, and you'll be flying in no time. Now let me show you how I made it. Welcome to my magical mud kitchen. This is where I put together my flying potions. Now, in order for you to put together a potion today, you're going to need some of the following things. You're going to need an old container and some old utensils that your parents don't mind you using. You're also going to need a suitable outdoor space, well away from your parents' nice clean carpets. And most importantly, you're going to need to have a really great imagination. Now, your challenge is to create your own magic potion. You can decide what it does. And the focus is a literacy focus this week, which will see us trying to use a wide range of verbs and adverbs as we do this. Okay, so as I'm talking you through my potion, I want you to listen really carefully for any verbs and adverbs that I use. So this is my potion, Toenails Distances, the flying potion. And the first thing that I need to make my potion is 3 strips of bark from the magical yaya tree. So over here, I've got my 3 strips of bark. Now what I did was I carefully peeled those strips of bark away from the magical yaya tree. And then I used a knife to finely slice them. And then I added the strips of bark to my potion. In they go into the pot. And you'll see there's already some magical river water in there from Hogwarts. I put that into every potion, so I've not added it onto my ingredients list. The second thing that you need to put into your potion is 5 ogre's toenails. Now what I'm going to do with the ogre's toenails over here is I'm going to gently grind them before adding them to the potion. Okay, so give it a good grind. In they go. There's my 5 ogre's toenails. The next thing that needs to go into the potion is a handful of hair from a smelly old witch. It took me a while to find a smelly old witch, but I eventually found one. And what I need to do is frantically shred the hair, which I'm going to do with my hand. I'm going to add that to the potion, and it goes. I need a teaspoon of slug slime. Now, it took me a long time to gather this amount of slug slime, but I eventually got there. So in it goes. 1 teaspoon of slug slime. I'm going to slowly pour that in, which I did. And then the last ingredient is 7 scales from the magical blue flying fish. And they're over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly peel those away from each other so that they're separated. And then I'm going to add those blue scales to my potion. In they go. Now this needs a really good stir. You can see that I've managed to combine all the ingredients, and we'll assess how it works. We'll try it out on one of my children and see how they fly once they've had it. I'm going to pour this into my container here now that it's been heated and stirred. In it goes. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, that is the Toenails Distances potion ready to be consumed. Now, as you're talking through your potion with somebody from home, I'd like you to try and use as many adverbs and verbs as you can. Now, hopefully you've heard me using a number of adverbs and verbs whilst I was putting together my potion. I'm going to go over those with you just now. So here I've written the adverbs in green and the verbs in blue. So the first one was that I carefully looked to peel the bark from the magical yaya tree. Then I looked to finely slice the bark. After that, I got the ogre's toenails and I looked to gently grind those up. Then I got the smelly old witch's hair, which I looked to frantically shred. Then it was the slug slime, and I looked to slowly pour that into the container. And then finally, I looked to quickly peel the scales from the magical blue fish. Now down here I've got another couple of verbs I used. These are scientific verbs. I used the words combine and assess. Now if you're a primary 6 or primary 7, I'd like you to Google scientific verbs. I'd like you to try and use a number of those whilst you're putting together your potion. If you are primary 2, you can focus on the verbs. And if you're primaries 3, 4 and 5, I'd like you to really focus on adverbs and verbs. Now, just like previous weeks, what I'd really like you to do is to take a photo of you with your potion and send it to me. And again, I'll compile all those photos. I'll look to put them on Twitter. Now, let's test out my potion on one of my children. So this is one of my children, Jules, and he's going to try out our flying potion today. Here we go, Jules. Have a cup of Socialis Distancis. What do you think?
Yummy.
Okay.
Socialis Distancis.
Wow, look at him fly.